and I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me?
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the ready. 58, Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this. Big Griffin.
They run the counter. Peyton, and an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Walter Payton, the intended receiver. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Here's Brown. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Play action. It's Ryan. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're...
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players, and when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Mike Bennett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Ryan to throw. This one complete to Ingram. Finding room to the 20. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he will take it in for the touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On third down, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Ryan. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. On first down, Peyton. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be... And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. That pass complete to Jim Brown. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. His throw incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Hey, 59, ready? 52's the mic, boy, 52. Hey, Foxtrot. 52's the mic, right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool. Instead,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, he's going to let this one. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Got it. 52, right? 52. What's the run? They're running.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got 3.
They run the counter. Peyton, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert finds his tight end Ingram.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They complete it to Hill. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Brown. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. No see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets fuel? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess man. jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ay. Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about
Okay.
it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. 58, right over there. Right over there.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Switch up. Switch up.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. Completes it to Hardman. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 39, Newton, Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
20.
Third and long, it's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Mostert, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Shaquille Barrett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready? Check. Watch 54. I can't believe they let you play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check Mike 54. Right 54. I don't think you can. Great. Mike 54. That's it.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. He completes it to Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? We're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, end result, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Elliott. There he goes left side. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. 64 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator was looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From his goal line here, Newton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And now running right through it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Newton. He gets this one to Boyd. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malcolm Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll set up to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. This is Mostert. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now back to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Ready. 18 Gator. Me and you all day.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And Olsen over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Herman Moore is the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They're going to try and throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. So they give it up just on their side of midfield, and, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
That's it. 188, 54. Hey, let's get this,
From the gun, here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Miller. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. And Allen's got it. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch out, gun.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw it. Minshew going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7 with a sack and Ziggy Ansah.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Taken right around the 44. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 39 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
You ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
64, hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. Flush to his right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Break.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. DeForest Buckner. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Ready? Ready, gun. Watch 54. I got you.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. After the sack on first down, Newton. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Flushed out right. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 31, Newton. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll run with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Get off the field.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Miller. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Minshew sets to throw.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now it's Miller. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, Steve 6.
On 2nd down and 4. Minshew. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. First down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
2nd and 6.
They go to Elliott again. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dickerson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Newton. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Check. Flag three. 218. Chop. They go.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that will be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Ready? 180. My spot 4. You gonna get this boy? You think you gonna get this?
On 1st down, Elliott. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Newton. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here that quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center. Because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, his second sack of the night.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Elliott running right. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Shaquille Barrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the defense has come up with it. So the defense there, opportunity.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my